It's been almost a year that we've done a podcast, and we are finally here.
Yeah. How you doing?
Fucking amazing, bro.
That was a weak dab. One more time. Okay, better.
There we go.
Nice.
Bro, this past year, like, so much shit happened personally for me and also for you.
Yep.
And, you know, we were talking, off cam, we were talking about, like, all the stuff happened, all the changes that has happened.
Yeah.
Before we get into all those stuff since last year, give us, like, a little short intro about yourself.
All right, so my name is Ryan Rubio. I own a marketing agency. We work with people all over the globe. We specialize in digital ads, content creation, branding, things along those lines. We recently started offering press articles and website optimization. And then now we're doing a very, very big push on AI automations for businesses. So it'll be really cool to speak a little bit about that, just because it's so, not really new to an extent, right? But we've been implementing a lot, so it'll be cool for people who are watching to understand like how they can implement more into their business. But,
AI, right?
Yeah, AI is specifically. No new cars right now. I want to get a Cullinan, so
let's get it, bro.
Let's make this podcast blow up.
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
So yeah, bro, like let's get into it. So last year we were talking about, mainly like we talked about like business and also self-development and a bunch of other topics. But like this time I just want to kind of focus more on the business side, because I know you've definitely made a lot of developments. I've made a lot of developments. So what's the moves like you're making in your industry right now? Like, the marketing aspect.
So the biggest thing right now is just like AI is taking over a lot. I think that a lot of marketing agencies are going to you're either going to survive or you're going to die. Just because the people that are doing everything themselves and not using AI or not using it to its full capabilities, I think they're going to get left behind and go out of business. So that's one thing that we're really heavily focused on right now is because we have a graphic designer, right? So what we can do is we're trying to lower the amount that we pay them. They're overseas. So we're integrating AI. So what it'll go ahead and do is, like, let's say I pay like $15 for a graphic, which is usually what I do. It's a little high. And now we're going to make an agent that will extract data from the ad account, find out the best creatives, and just make a bunch of variations that way at like a 60th of the cost. Wow. So margins will increase. And then what that's going to allow us to do, there's two options that we can go ahead and take. One is just we're going to provide so much value to the client at while we have increased our profit margin. So that could be beneficial, or we can go a different model as far as helping smaller businesses now, where the thing is, like, with a smaller business, it's a little hard because they don't really have too much of the budget. Yeah. And you're kind of very hands-on, because some cases marketing isn't the solution. Maybe it's the sales, the website, whatever the case is. Yeah, exactly. So we're going in, now that our cost has been reduced, we can help smaller businesses, and maybe we'll do like a subscription model where it's like smaller priced to get them to see like instant results at a more effective price compared to charging or just totally like disqualifying someone who only has like a $3,000 budget that we just feel like we can't help. Because a majority of our clients, like, they're spending upwards of like 50 G's a month in ad spend. So
I see. So AI is definitely like very, very utilized now, like in the marketing space, for sure.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, one, it's going to be cost. So I feel that business owners who are starting to integrate it themselves, either one, your job's going to get totally replaced. And I think that the only way to not get replaced in the market is to provide so much value where the actual business owner doesn't want to do it themselves, and it's kind of like a headache. Yeah. Right? Because you still need someone to prompt AI. So that's where we're coming in as like a solution, essentially, where I'm saying, like, people who aren't doing that will most likely end up getting left behind or go out of business because no one wants to pay their premium.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, like, the reason I made this podcast, the BLEMARX podcast, was to, help people, either their entrepreneurship route or self-development. Okay. And, especially with business, a lot of people are unwilling to adapt to the new things and maybe try new things, change, and, learn the new ways, right? Yeah. So what do you think, like, a lot of marketing agencies or the people that are in the content space in general have failed to do as, we're adapting to the age of AI?
So you're saying, like, where are they lacking?
Yeah, like how they can, like, utilize AI for their benefits, because I feel like a lot of people are not still using it, especially businesses are very, like, against it in a way.
So the reason I think content is going to be so, I think with AI, content is going to be one of the most valuable things because it's volume now. Yeah. It's not too much of like quality over quantity. Now it's more of like quantity. That's why you're seeing so many people do clipping, right? And some people are even doing like AI clipping, which that's one thing that we're doing with a few of our other clients as well, is we'll clip distribution all through AI now. So instead of us having to film like a podcast, right, we get one clip out of it, we can do like 30 just based off of copy that we write, and we'll be able to post like 100 times more at 100 times the speed compared to like anyone else just sitting there just editing, because we're actually making everything in front of us. We prompt AI so it understands your face, understands the way you speak, and it's just a volume game now. So I think people who aren't focused on volume at the moment, they're going to get really left behind. That's why I say also with marketing agencies, like marketing agencies are expensive, you know? So like some people charge anywhere from $80 to like $500 like for a video, just like for a simple reel, right? Obviously it depends on who you're going with. Yeah. I was charging when I was doing it, I was like $300 a reel, so I was expensive. Mm-hmm. But like now you can get a reel done with like AI for like a couple cents, you know?
It's crazy.
So that's the thing. It's like you're either going to spend a ton with just someone else who's going to take some time to go out, film, script, all this, or you just prompt your AI. You spend like a couple days prompting it, and it'll do it for a fraction of the price. A fraction of the price.
Yeah.
Way faster and more efficient. So,
yeah, I think as you said, volume is like I see that change a lot nowadays. Everyone's posting trial reels, normal reels. Yeah. And that's like one of the reasons I'm even changing my content. I notice it's like I want to focus on, long form content, clip it up, all those things. Even my client, like I've been telling him, let's do podcasts where we're going to get clips out of it so we can just push it a lot, because it's way easier, like some people post like, 1 or 2 videos. It's like they just make one reel specifically. They don't have the long form content. So why not build a YouTube? Why not build different platforms and at the same time get shit ton of clips out of it?
Exactly. And that's, I would recommend that to people as well. Yeah. That's actually what we do with our clients as well. It's just like, hey, I'll just tell them like, just ramble. Let's just talk a lot of stuff and we'll just clip it up. Because I think that's the best. It's natural. It's not scripted or anything. Yeah. So I think you definitely are going in the right approach.
Yeah, I personally never liked just the single shots. You just make one reel. It just feels
It's so much time, bro. You set up all of the lights and everything, and then there's so much production. It's like, okay, we just sat here setting everything up for an hour, and we got one reel.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Like long form is the way? Like people just making long form and then clip it up?
I think long form 100% is the way. So the way you got to think about it too, it's like the funnel, right? So with the short form content, that's more like your top of funnel, just to kind of get people to understand who you are. Obviously, it depends on like what you're speaking about within the video, but you're just trying to gain their interest. So now you get put into they get put into the algorithm to keep seeing your stuff over and over again, right? And then from there, right? I think this is the biggest thing also with like online coaches. Or just people in the service-based industry, where you give a little bit of value, you see an instant result, and then from there, what you want to do is you want to eventually convert them to long form. That's why you're seeing VSLs, webinars. VSLs are like 30 minutes plus, webinars are like 2 hours plus, and the whole point of it is just to sell that entire time, because that's when you're the most motivated, you have the most information, and at the end, that's when your call to action is to buy. So that's working extremely well right now, especially because the people who watch your long form stuff are typically the most invested in you.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I'm trying to learn something, I don't go on TikTok unless it's something really fast. Like I love cooking on TikTok, but because it's fast, right? But if I'm trying to learn how to set up like an AI agent or how to do video editing, or like let's just say I got to build this desk or something, right? And I have no idea. I'm obviously going to watch a YouTube video because I need all of that information. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I noticed even with streamers, even the info space, whatever space, like the recording long form content at the same time clipping it up has been very, very good. I see like besides streamers, I see like people like Nick Setting. I like the vibe that he created for like it's just kind of like a movie. Yeah. And I think that's the route, because like you're doing your things, you're moving about your day, you're doing your business, and at the same time there's like a camera recording kind of like a movie style video. Yeah. And just everything feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. Like you don't just come in front of a camera. You're like, hey guys, so this is XYZ. It just feels more natural.
Yeah, no, exactly. I agree with that.
And I think content like nowadays, like with everything that's AI generated, especially like with the scripts and stuff, you can see like which content actually feels more natural. Because I feel like nowadays, from what I observed, is that people don't necessarily follow you for information. They follow you for your energy and your personality.
Oh, for
and
sure.
I think if you are able to be your authentic self and be the most comfortable version of yourself, I think that's when people can connect to you.
People are always going to buy also from someone that they like consistently. So I think also one thing that I'm really heavy on is giving so much information, building a relationship with these people. I'm actually going to drop a community, not like an info sales offer, but it's just a free community. I'm going to be in it, and I'm just going to be answering questions to like business owners so then they can get value from that. And my thing is like, look, I make content, not like giving out all this game. Yes, I want you to get results, but if you're just gonna do everything yourself, like I don't want to work with you. You know, I want to work with a bigger business who's like, they see the value, the information that I'm providing, and the service that I offer, and they're like, you know what, I don't even want to do this. Can you just come on and just do it for us? And they're gonna pay a lot more instead of someone who's like very like kind of frugal. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Like emotional. Yeah.
So how are you like adapting to these changes? How are you utilizing these things for your clients?
AI, you're saying?
AI and also the modern way of just creation, you know?
Definitely, like AI is helping a lot as far as distribution, the data that we're getting. So I have an agent where it can only view everything, and it gives us recommendations based off the performance, based off of Meta's updates, based off of competitors. So then we have like the best content essentially, and we'll use something like Claude, or the agent has an LLM attached, Claude, to go ahead and just write the scripts based off of what will work. So it's helping us test efficiently instead of just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall hoping something sticks.
Yeah.
It's proven to work, right? And it helps us at a way faster rate. Plus, what this does for me is now I don't really have to worry about that task. Okay, like the AI is doing it itself. It's optimizing itself, so I can go focus on something else. So we're doing that within our clients' businesses as well. And what I was saying at the beginning is like the whole AI automations.
Yeah.
One thing that we're really big on right now is doing project management tools. One thing that I see all the time within like a medium to smaller business is they have a problem with their project manager, like a receptionist, someone who's just kind of like doing like basic tasks, facilitating. Mm-hmm. They're not efficient sometimes. Usually they pay them not too crazy, like it's like $3,000 a month, which that can get you by. If you're in California, probably not. Mm-hmm. But we are offering this because we're going to do it at a fraction of the cost, a couple $100. We just integrate it into monthly subscription, and then on top of that, now we're adding more value to the client as well.
Yeah.
So we're not just doing the marketing aspect for you, but now we're like managing like the whole CRM. So then like these people get follow-ups. The client actually knows what's going on and things along those lines, and it also helps a lot because things don't fall through the cracks.
Yeah, and also you get a lot of data, right?
You get a ton of data. This is the whole thing, bro. The whole AI is just data collection and prompting. I mean, you can make kind of anything right now if you prompt it correctly.
What are some AI tools that you're using for your business?
So one thing that we're really big on right now is OpenClaw. I did follow the trend, and I bought a Mac Mini, which honestly, I don't even regret buying the Mac Mini. I just wanted something cool to just sit there, right? Yeah. And so I have the Mac Mini. That's what we're running everything on. And the way that we like to explain it to our clients is like, okay, you're the CEO, you're the business owner. Are you going to give your assistant access to your computer? Like, just, here, this is my computer. Like, takes it. Most cases, no.
Yeah.
So usually what you do is you'd buy them their own computer. You'd give them their own workstation, right? They're not going to be sitting next to you like you guys are both trying to do stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's essentially what it is with the Mac Mini. It's like, look, it has its own workstation. It's only to do this stuff. Doesn't have access to any of my stuff. It can only view things. And that's how it gets things done for us and our clients.
That makes sense. So would you recommend that to most businesses?
I mean, you could do it on a laptop, but yeah. I think that it's good to do a Mac Mini, or what some people are doing is a VPS, virtual private server, so it doesn't have access. Mm-hmm. I just like the organization. I just think it looks cool. It's $600. I'm like, whatever. It looks cool. I would definitely recommend to businesses to get just a lot of information about AI, because it's just going to change the game. I'm having so many meetings right now with business owners that are just so left behind. Like, some of them don't even have websites, and I'm just like, I don't even know how you made it this far. Seriously, like, just no website, don't have an Instagram, and it's a D2C, so direct to consumer, and I'm just amazed and shocked. So I'm just like, you guys are missing out on so much money.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend that to businesses, just to look into it. Even some small changes. Like, one thing that would be extremely, extremely helpful. Everyone hates Facebook because they have the worst customer service ever, right? They took their phone number away. They take forever to email you. It's like a whole thing. So what we're building right now also is a customer service agent that we're going to sell to businesses as well.
Yeah.
So it's literally anytime someone reaches out, right, with questions, instant. They get questions fast. And then how you can translate that into marketing, right, depending on what the email consists of. You can always upsell too. Just directly there, you can prompt AI like, hey, if this person's this criteria, if they're at this phase or state within the communication, try and do like a soft upsell, see how that goes. So it's gonna pay for itself pretty much, and no one really likes to do the customer service thing, bro. You get Karen emailing you a terrible thing. My thing fell apart, this and that. It's not turning on, ma'am. Did you remove the plastic so then it can the battery connects? Stuff like that. So. Yeah.
So AI receptionists.
Yeah, I mean, receptionist, customer service, pretty much, and it's just the biggest thing is just speed. So.
Yeah, because most of the times, as you said, it's not efficient. People just winging it.
Customers feel too.
Yeah.
So it's if someone's coming at you, right?
The AI doesn't care.
What if you're having a bad day? It's AI doesn't care. It's just gonna do what it's prompted to do.
Yeah.
If someone's coming at me, I'm gonna get a little heated, for a sec, and I just gotta.
You gotta meditate,
Yeah, exactly.
Mid-call, you gotta hit the meditate. Yeah, but I think AI, I think the power is that it takes away the human aspect of it, and I think it can be also a weakness that it takes the human aspect. Because I've seen with content and just ads in general, there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of AI-generated ones that they're not necessarily good at making it organic and feel natural.
Yeah.
And it just comes off really bad.
This is the prompting, and it's experience too. It's if it doesn't look good, you should not be posting it too. Just keep doing it till you get it right. Experiment with a few different LLMs, different platforms, API integrations from different platforms. Just see what works the best. And I think I definitely wouldn't, because we prompt our agents for days to weeks just to make them super, super solid, Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. It just needs to know information. So the more information you give it, the better it performs.
Absolutely, yeah. So where do you see the future of marketing agencies as AI is growing and developing?
I think two things. One, I think we're going to get to a point when someone's going to make a platform. Maybe I just spilled it right now. I think someone's going to make a platform, literally just go on. It's going to have 6 different tiers or 6 different services. It'd be ads, content creation, website, SEO for $300 or $300 a month, something kind of cheaper. And I think it's literally just going to be those agents are going to be prompted. And then the agent's going to also be prompted to ask the client basically more questions to know about their business. And it kind of just inserts pieces as it goes, and it'll get the program done or whatever it is, ads, website, whatever the case is, instantly done. So it's if you want a website, it'll be done in 30 minutes. And then you just communicate with the AI or the agent to make adjustments, whatever. Yeah. So that's what I potentially see someone doing. I think that one's a bit more time. I think the biggest thing right now, it's people are scared about AI taking their jobs. I think one thing is you need to look at AI as your job just got a whole ton easier. Because there's people, right? A lot of business owners, bro, I'm telling you, I'm getting calls for this that just don't know anything about this. They're gonna get left behind unless someone like myself comes and saves their ass. So that's one thing that we've been expressing to prospects is hey, you have 2 options, right? If they say it's expensive, I'm okay. Is it more expensive to lose your business and not make any money because you got left behind, or to make this investment right now towards yourself, not even for me, for yourself, so then you don't get left behind, you can exceed what your competition's putting out.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is that, it's going to be in the future, you're thinking there's going to be a one platform that's kind of does everything all in one type of platform.
I think eventually that there will be one platform. There's a platform right now, it's Cloud 58, Cloud 48 or something. And I believe that you can literally just prompt stuff and it'll just build anything for you, a SaaS or software as a service.
Really?
Yeah, it's I think we'll definitely go in that direction eventually. But right now it's just going to be still a lot of business owners trying to mess with AI, have no idea what they're doing. And then I think that they're going to get frustrated just trying to prompt something. Because, the AI has its weak points. So, and it's still kind of new. They're still making a ton of updates where it's just not going to, someone like myself offering the done-for-you service, they'd probably just want to save themselves from a headache and money too, because it costs tokens.
Okay. So right now you're doing done-for-you services.
For the AI stuff, yes, we are doing a done for you with a few of our clients right now, and it's like we're still kind of testing it out, so we haven't gone like too big into the market and told a lot of our clients or all of them just yet, just because, you know, we're still prompting everything, but that's just our biggest thing. It's just like kind of providing more value. So
how would you recommend to build an offer that's like, you know, two offers that you can, you know, one done with you and one done for you, and how can you make it in a way that's like both of them are in a way worth it, but at the same time, like, you know, when it comes to the marketing, it's like some people, they struggle to sell more done for you because it's more expensive.
I mean, it just comes down to like the prospect's time and efforts they're going to actually put into it. Like someone who doesn't have a lot of time, obviously they're going to want it done for you. Someone who has a bit more time to kind of put into it, they're going to want it done with you. Or someone who's a bit more invested, maybe like an online coach who they have ideas about their offer, or maybe like a growth operator, like they have ideas, like things along those lines to kind of just help them understand like how the market's performing on all aspects, instead of just like, because I mean, a human can only like absorb a certain amount of knowledge compared to the actual whole database, like something like Gemini, like that's Google, you know? So that has access to everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be like more of like helping with the speed of getting someone to their desired goal. But as far as crafting an offer, like, are you saying for an AI agent, like if I was going to...
No, that's just for AI agent, but just like, you know, let's just say you're in a marketing space for creating offers, you know, done with you and done for you. How do you go about the pricing?
I mean, definitely like, you do the McDonald's method. You could put the done with you and the done for you very similar. So then people end up going with whatever you want to focus on. Like I like to do done for you, because then done with or done. Yeah, I like to do the done for you, because done with you, it's kind of like you can give them all the information, but if they do it, they do it. You know, it's like I like the responsibility on myself and my team, because I know I could put a good product out there. But I mean, as long as the offer's good, you're targeting the right people, like, it'll sell. And I mean, the biggest thing too is people can have a product that doesn't look the best, but it works way better, and you can sell it way more. And the only gap between that is information and trust. And you can sell the uglier product for more as well. Because like, you know, what you see a lot of people right now is like, I'm doing a shower filter. There's this very nice silver shower filter, but it sucks. Like it's from China. Actually, this China manufacturer reproduced it and made their own. So it's literally the same exact product, just with a different name on it, compared to this American-made company where everything is done with in-house. So we can talk more about like the statistics, build more trust. It's American-made, which is way better, because I mean, Americans, we have more regulations and things along those lines compared to sending it overseas. There's not really. You know, you can, over there, they put a sticker that says USA made. Over here, it's like you have to have an actual machine that engraves it into the actual product. So the point being is trust, essentially, and education within.
So how are you going about getting your clients nowadays? What's your method?
So right now we're doing a big, heavy push on organic content, and then doing a ton of lead magnets, just giving out information for free. Because like I said, it's like I really don't care to give out this information for free. You go implement it yourself, and then when you're ready to scale, come to us. Because that person, like they're that ideal prospect, probably has other problems in their business, which if I start going in, then it's going to affect my performance as well, compared to someone who already has the systems and everything dialed in, which can spend a bit more on budget to get them to the results faster. So that's why I just give the information for free. I'm like, okay, you can do it yourself, or you can hire a professional like myself, save yourself a headache, save yourself time, and we just, boom, straight to results first month. Yeah. And then we're also, I'm going to be putting out a lot more YouTube videos, longer form. Like I said, long form is definitely the way as far as getting more information out there. It's easier to get results too, because now you understand more about the problem, more about the solution, and you'll go ahead and implement it that day, compared to, you know, watching a couple 30-second reel. It tells you how to do this, 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 and then it's like, okay, well, I don't have all the information I need, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So what you're saying is that, you know, it's a lot of like content and a lot of lead magnets.
Yeah, reason being is because people who follow you and they interact with your stuff, over time they're going to convert the best compared to a cold audience, which I see with like ads. It's a little tougher to get someone to convert cold than it is to like warm and like a hot lead, because they still have like, some people, they don't even know if they have a problem. They don't even know how to fix the problem. They haven't tried anything. Like there's so much more to that. But what's so cool about that is that all these people, let's say it's like 90% of the market, right? They don't know their problem. They don't know how to fix. They haven't tried anything, right? But the product is we have the solution to it, right? So our thing is like now we're educating them. We're instilling kind of like, hey, if you don't do this, this could potentially happen. But it's education, so they're aware of possibilities. And then now, like that they have more information, they trust us a bit more, right? Testimonials, case studies, whatever.
Yeah.
Now that they get to like this 10% bracket, which I think is actually less, I think it's only like 4%, that are actually ready to buy. Those people, right? That other percent, the cold audiences, those people are more likely to purchase from you because you've taken the time, you've educated them, you've brought them closer to the bottom of the funnel. So it's like now we kind of have like a virtual relationship where it's like I trust you and everything. I have all the information I need. I'm going to go with you compared to someone else where I have to learn everything. And that's like at that point too, you almost look past price point because now you're calculating value instead of cost, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because like, you know, I don't know, I'm sure you're familiar with this. I've seen a lot of people running follower ads. So they do follower ads, so they get the followers and then they nurture them with content, as you said, organic content. They build that trust, they build that authority, and then, as you said, it just converts better.
Or you just post more content. Like that's literally what it is. It's like you could pay for that to get your stuff out there, or you just post more content, provide more value. It's just the biggest thing right now, bro, is you will achieve success. Like the more volume you do, the faster you're going to find success. The faster you're going to find your problems as well.
100%.
Compared to, like we said, doing one video. Now we're doing like 30 to 60, you know, so.
Yeah, volume, I've been always like a big advocate. Like the very first initial times when I started making content, like it was a soccer brand and I was posting like 4 or 5 times a day. This was like in 2021.
Oh, dude.
And like I remember the pages back then, it was like I had like, you know, 5K or something, and then by the time I started doing that, I was like bypassing all the people who were like in 50, 60K. I got to like 120K because I was just doing volume. So that formula, I think I always say like volume, like just negates luck. Like it just does so much for you.
I think Hermosi says that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Like it's volume is definitely underrated for sure.
Yeah, no, it's funny because it's never been easier to just do even more volume.
Yeah.
Because people are lazy. So with AI, you literally just tell it what to do, prompt it. Mm-hmm. I'll even do it in some people's businesses, right? If they don't want to do it themselves, and just don't get left behind.
Yeah.
So
it's like unlimited lottery tickets. You just
exactly.
They're gonna hit eventually.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what people say, oh, it's quality versus quantity, this and this and this. I'm like, as you're doing more quantity, your quality gets improved.
Yeah.
And there was, I don't know what did I saw? It was like a podcast or a book that they were saying they did like a research. They were saying, you know, people have to work on one project only focusing on quality, and they're like the other ones, they're just focused on quantity. And by the end of the project and the research, the one that did more quantity had more quality compared to those who only focused on quality, which is crazy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That was at a college. They had to build something. It was pots.
Yeah, pots.
The people who did more volume ended up having way better results than the people who just did one pot.
Exactly. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's definitely effective for sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, like this is a little bit more separated compared to just the marketing and all those things. I'm curious to see, like, how do you go about building the right teams and actually working with the right people? Because I've had my own fair share of experiences this past year, and some of them have been good, some of them have been bad, and I've learned a lot of things, you know, working with the right people or working with the wrong people. So
biggest thing for sure when it comes to team building, one is going to be the environment in which you instill into them, and also how they work too, because you don't want to be a boss, you want to be a leader. So when you're now educating them, you're teaching them, you're showing them the way to achieve their goals. So what I do is whenever I hire someone or just my team in general, I understand all of their goals. What is it they want to do? Who are they as a person? Where do they work the best? When they're not working, what do they like to do? And I show them an opportunity and a path to get those results and achieve their goals through what it is that we're providing. You know, so like a lot of my team, they like to do vacations. So one thing that I'm doing right now, I just launched this for them. It's like if they hit X% increase than ad accounts or performance and we hit X revenue goal, then I'm just gonna take everyone on vacation. So
or I'm sure they're a fan of it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's like that's cool to me. I mean, I don't care to pay for that. The best environment that I've ever seen was Andy Elliott's environment, and it's crazy because you see this guy, he looks like just like a totally like cracked out, like his veins are popping out, bro's like hungry, you know. Yeah. And I was over there. I've been to a few of his conferences, and it's just everyone there is just, you know, everyone's dressed the same. Everyone's just working, moving around, and I've even gone there on days without like a seminar, and I just same thing, bro. It's just everyone's just moving around, and it's the biggest thing is accountability as well, and because he's confident, and you need to be so confident in your team where you could step out of a room and your team members are going to endorse what your brand, what your company stands for. The way that I like to look at it is like when we were kids, right? And the teacher would leave the classroom, everyone would freak out, right? Everyone's like screaming, running around and stuff, you know, and there's no enforcement in the room, right? Compared to if you instill something like in someone, right? You show them the standards, you show them like how we act as a company, then you'll see other people, right? Other team members, employees that will instill what your brand stands for within other people. So it's like if someone cusses, and it's like this is Andy Elliott's thing. Someone cussed on stage, and everyone, like all his team members, like kind of started doing like push-ups, which was kind of funny because they would all yell like, "Oh, that's push-ups, that's push-ups." So it's funny, right? Yeah. But it's also a standard, you know. And for a new team member that kind of comes in, it's a little weird. But then over time, you get adapted to it, and it's just like this is just how we work. Yeah. So it's building an environment. That's the strongest thing, and just making sure that what you offer in your business will get them to where they want to go. Because if not, it's like they're just not motivated to work for you at all. Why would I want to work for you if I'm not going to get to my goals? You know?
Yeah, it's crazy because like environment, whether it's in sports or business, it goes a long way. Because I've noticed like sometimes if I work with people, like it's just, you know, they're like low energy. They're not like, they're kind of trying to do it just to get rid of it. Yeah. And there's some people that are like, let's get this, you know, like we have problems, who cares? Let's do it. Like there's like energy behind it. Yeah. So I noticed that, you know, that effect too, because like environment goes a long way. And what do you think about, you know, picking the right people? Because I think sometimes some people just join you because they want to get a certain outcome, which is not a bad thing, but it's just they don't really necessarily care about the grand vision. But there's some people that they really fuck with the grand vision, and that they fuck with it, so they really love to be there. Like like at their heart, they're like, I love being here, I love doing the work, and they're not doing it from a transactional point of view, you know?
There's a few ways to get that. One, definitely kind of to refer back to what I was saying, is just offer incentives to them and make them feel good, you know? It's like motivate them, you know? It's like, you don't have to give them cash. It doesn't have to be a bonus. I'm taking them on a trip. I'm buying them like a yacht for the day, like my best performers. You can take all your friends. I don't care. I'll get you guys an Airbnb, whatever, right? Like you go have fun, because now you're like, hey, based off of the work that I've produced, like my boss, I'll just say that, or my leader is rewarding me for all that, which makes me want to work even harder, you know? So another big thing, as cliche as it is, like, you know, you hire slow, you fire fast. It's like a lot of it is the discovery of the person, because your company is as strong as its weakest chain, bro. So it's like whoever performs the least or the worst, and they mess around, whatever, they're just not a good fit for the company, that's their company standard now. Like that's just that you guys can't grow because of this one person just holding you down. Yeah. So you either get rid of the problem, you don't even bring the problem in to be from the start, or, you know, some people do change and you can fix them. But that's the biggest thing. It's just accountability, just setting a standard.
Makes sense. What about business partners?
Business partners, I think it depends on the person. So I have partners not directly in my company, but they offer different services that we offer, and it's more of like a recommendation to our clients. Like, hey, you know, we know someone who does X, Y, Z, potentially help you. If you would like, I can set up a meeting for you guys, or I can introduce you. That's kind of the thing right now, but you definitely go way further with a partner, because now you guys are on the same wavelength, thinking about the same things, and optimization, instead of one person working, now it's two people, compared to if it's just yourself. You know, you can work extremely fast. I mean, you can just get a ton done, but you go way further with a partner.
Yeah, I think there was this clip I saw, someone was saying, like, the moment you get the best results in your business career, whatever you're doing, is that whenever you find your balanced partner, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm more like the front end guy. I like to do the front end stuff. Like I hate doing the digital stuff and the coding. Yeah, I hate that, bro.
So before we linked up and I was in the parking lot, I was actually on the phone with my dev, and he's like a partner in the AI stuff, and I'm just like, hey, we gotta do this. I'm gonna call this person. We're gonna do this. Sell to this person. This needs to get fixed. And then he's kind of like, yeah, sure, all right, cool, to get it done, and then just like gets it all done. And that's just how we work, you know.
Yeah.
I like being the face, I guess, and kind of bringing the brand together, speaking with the clients, doing the outbound organic content. Like I think that stuff's cool. So
yeah, I like those things too. That's what I'm saying. It's just
cool.
like the back end stuff. Like sometimes like, oh man, like this code, this development systems, websites, all that.
I'd rather just pay for someone to just.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, or the one thing I hate is like a small technical error. Like if there's like a bug inside of like the code, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna freak out right now. Like I need someone to do this right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you have like the right team members or the right partners, it pushes you to do more. It's like, holy shit, now I can only focus on this part that I like.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
crazy.
I think that goes beyond business as well. It's like people have their weaknesses, people have their strengths. I think your partner, girl or business partner, they're supposed to fill in those gaps for you and help you. Essentially, so you guys can move forward. So
yeah, it goes like relationships too. You know, like it's you can't have two people that are like, you know, trying to lead the relationship. You can't have like two people that are trying to like, you know, constantly work, only focus on work. There needs to be a balance.
Yeah, that definitely does need to be a balance. Yeah,
I don't think there needs to be balance on a personal level. I think there needs to be balance on a collective level. So everything like merges with like the right way and that's chemistry to it.
Okay.
You know, because I'm sure like there's like, for example, there's like basketball players that don't necessarily train basketball, football, and baseball. They only focus on basketball and have people in their life, I don't know, maybe personal or, you know, on an athletic level that balance out their way of life.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think so too. Then, I mean, also, bro, it's like maybe on the relationship side of things, it's like, you know, having a motivator is like cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really cool for people that are in a relationship that, like, let's just say the guy's working all the time, right? It feels good for the guy to come home, right? And let's just say food's ready, house is clean, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or like that person that's in your life is just proud of you and just telling you to like keep moving forward and like you're working so hard and they're appreciative. Because at the end of the day, it's like like us as men, it's like we're so hard on ourselves for everything that we do and we still think that we're not doing enough and we're stressed out all the time. Even though people may not see it, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in our heads that people don't know about, right? Where I feel that the right person in your life, just on a relationship aspect, they help you to kind of look past that. Like if I'm stressed out, right, and I'm just like, man, like this sucks, okay, am I doing enough, this and that. But then you hear it from like your girl or something, then it's kind of like, it's like a different level of like motivation because if you're trying to provide for the woman that you love, then it just pushes you way more than I think like any incentive, any vacation, because an actual person is like proud of you. Because I mean, most men, they don't get that, where it's like someone actually tells them like, hey, like good job, I'm proud of you. It's just like a normal thing. You know, when you're a kid, but when you're growing up, you really don't hear that. So having that person in your life, definitely I think there's benefit to it, whether people think, oh, I'm solo dolo, I could do this by myself, I don't need anyone. I don't think that's the case. I think it's also cool to have that person in your life.
No, I agree. So. Like, I think your woman, bro, she has the ability to like take you to new highs or new lows.
Oh, for sure.
And like we were talking about this like before even we started the podcast. I was saying like, you know, I ended my relationship like last year.
Yeah.
And like for like a good 1 or 2 months I wasn't talking to a woman, and then I got out there and you know I saw a lot of girls and there was like very handful of them that really had the understanding of how to actually inspire a man. Like a lot of them, it's like they're very selfish in a way, you know. I'm not saying like everyone has their own selfish interests, but I'm saying when it comes to a relationship aspect, like a lot of girls don't realize their power, that they literally have the superpower to like inspire this guy to levels that like he can create the most craziest things.
Yeah.
And a lot of women don't understand that. I've met like maybe, I want to say out of like 30, 40 girls, maybe like 1 or 2 of them that understood that and they really brought that side out of me. That was like, wow, I didn't even know I was capable of this. Because of the way they saw me, they appreciated me. And if you have like a girl with you that doesn't really appreciate you and doesn't really admire you and doesn't see you as a superhero,
get rid of her.
Like, yeah, it's like, why am I with you? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. You're just kind of like there.
Yeah.
No, I definitely understand that. And like from my experience as well, talking to people, it's like I'm motivated by myself because I have to be, like as a man, to you as well. It's like you chose to get up here, you chose to film this and like do all this. There's a lot of stuff. You could have stayed in bed all day, you know, you could just relax. Don't have to worry about all this. But where was I going to go with that? But having a girl in your life, the right woman. Oh, this is where I was going to go. I have ADHD. And what I was going to say is, when you find that right person, you like after you hang out or whatever, or just whatever's going on in your day-to-day life, you almost feel like more motivated to like get more stuff done. But that's what I'm saying. Like besides any vacation, anything, you just feel so good for what you're doing, and you're second guessing everything. You're stressed out, but when that one person says like I'm proud of you, like that's great. That just makes like that motivation is so different.
Yeah.
And a lot of people haven't experienced that, or they're gonna claim they haven't. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have.
Bro, I'm telling you, like the way you see yourself and the way your woman makes you see yourself, it's crazy. Because if you have like in your personal life, you have people that have like a negative energy, and they're like putting you down. They don't see you as a person that is capable of doing big things. Then why are you even like? I mean, by blood we are like family, or you know, we're like in love or something. Like, let's just say with a girl.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't make our connection better. That doesn't do anything for us, because if you're not elevating each other and you're just like draining me, you're like
just there.
Like if I'm like, it's been a long day and like I've done a lot of work, I come back to see you, like I'm bringing positive energy and you give me negative energy. It's like there is no reason for me to stay.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of people get stuck in that as well, where it's the biggest thing right now is comfortability, being comfortable. Because like you'll always see like exes end up like hanging out with each other after, right? Because like they talk to someone and they come back, and then it's just the whole toxic thing. It's trash. But yeah, no, if like that person's toxic, like get them out. Like, it's not doing anything for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like whether it comes to business or, you know, personal life or relationships, you gotta choose who chooses you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you're not being like prioritized, then what's the point?
It's also like how you. Like, girls do not want to be with a bum. You know, like, they don't. Like, but if you're someone who maybe you don't have money, but you have strong ambitions, you have strong goals, and you can show them everything that you want to do, you're just not there yet, like, that goes a lot further compared to someone who just does, like, nothing all the time. And it's also like, bro, if you want the baddie, right, you got to work your ass off. You know, you got to be, like, you got to, whatever it is, you're hitting the gym, you're going to school, whatever the case is, right? You need to show progress and that you're working towards something, instead of just a guy that does nothing, right? But he's a good-looking dude. Like, he's not going to provide for your family. Shit, you're going to probably provide for your family, because he's probably going to leave you.
Yeah. Bro, it's crazy. That's why, like, I've moved my podcast content to like a separate channel, because my personal, I really genuinely believe, like, you know, self-development, relationships, you know, health.
Yeah.
These are like 3 foundational things that, even though there's a lot of content about it, I just don't feel like there is a lot of the right type, because I think it really transforms a man's way of life.
Yeah.
You know, some women, like, they really taught me, like, oh, I need to be expecting more from women, because I think a lot of guys don't expect much from women, and they're just not used to it. They think, oh, if she looks cute, you know, if she cooks for me, if she cleans, that's like the pinnacle of this. That's like the pinnacle of
That's amazing.
That's like, bro, like that's not like peak woman life. Like, bro, there's women like they would like literally tell me, hey, like, here's like, you know, some content ideas we got for years, like some podcast guests, blah blah, all these things. Okay, now we're talking. You know, like there's like levels to this. Like when they're open to contribute to your purpose, that's when they're truly separate themselves.
You know what's funny? So, this last girl that I've talked to, she's a high ticket closer, and she used to sell marketing services and run ad accounts. Yeah. So I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, whoa, that was kind of hot. Anyways, we went to Disneyland not too long ago. And we were just it was just so weird, because we were just like talking about like marketing strategies, like marketing, and like, oh, well, maybe you tried this, or did you try this yet? And it was just like we were just bouncing ideas, but it was just crazy. Like I've never like experienced something like that, but it was just like, you know, we thought the same, and you know, whether that's a business partner or whatever, but it just happened to be with me with like this girl that I was talking to, I just thought that was like so bizarre to me. I was like, I've like never experienced anything like that. So it was like a really, really cool thing, you know. So
it's bro, like I'm telling you, feminine energy, it has the power to like really amplify a man's life. You know, like you know, like sometimes you are having a difficult day, you can go to a girl and she can like ruin your day even 10 times worse, or she can really make or break it. It's like to the point that next morning when you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm ready, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna handle this.
Yeah, no, it's like you can be the guy that wakes up late because you have whatever, you don't really got nothing going for you, you don't really care, whatever. Or there's some people where they wake up early before the alarm clock goes off and they have this girl in their life because they don't think, oh, I'm tired. They're thinking, oh, I'm going to provide for this woman in my life. I'm going to put myself through hell. I'm going to suffer. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to do all this stuff to progress so I can provide for my family and the person that I love. And I think that so many guys, they're not being men. They kind of just get by and just do whatever, you know? And this is my thing also. Like, it doesn't even have to be on a financial level where the guy takes care of everything. I think it's just the ability to be a man and want to just do more, especially now that you have someone else in your life and just take care of more things. Because, I mean, bro, whatever. Men got to be men. Girls got to be girls, bro. That's what it is. And whatever you classify that as. But it's just so, I think people hear it all the time, but they don't understand it, or they just haven't gone through that, or maybe their headspace is somewhere wrong, where they really need to sit down and don't even do anything. Just sit down, go touch some freaking grass, and just think about everything that's going on in your life. This person in your life is actually benefiting you. Because if not, I mean, bro, that's the biggest thing. It's like you can have a problem, but just never realize the problem, and it's just a habit now, and it's just always going to be there until you actually realize it. So,
yeah, bro, I think
could be people.
Yeah, relationships is, it can really like make or break people. You know, like what's your take on like, you know, like you said, there are guys that are not necessarily going all out and trying their best, but I feel like there is like a lot of good amount of guys that you know they're actually providing and they're actually doing really working hard, you know, whether for goals, and they're actually doing well for their careers. But I think they're doing it for the wrong people, and I think they don't realize that, you know, there is an other side of like, you know, relationships, that there is women that are going to be contributing as much, if not more. And I think men just have this habit of they don't require as much from women, because I don't think we've been taught. We're just like, oh, if she's girl, you know, if she's cute a little bit, if she's like, you know, cooks and cleans, that's like their highest level of, you know, expectations. But there's like a whole level of things that like a lot of guys don't even ask, you know, like they're the girl's character, the girl's willingness to sacrifice certain things. You know, I think, you know, like the highest form of sacrifice is death. You know, like Jesus Christ died, you know, for that. And I think people need to understand, like, the highest form of love is sacrifice. And if someone is not willing to sacrifice things or people that are, you know, or detrimental to the relationship, I don't think their love is real. Yeah, no, I think so as well. I mean, this girl that I was talking to, I'm just gonna say Am. Okay, this girl I'm talking to. Anyways, we were talking, and she had like one of her friends talking to us as well, and like the guy was like super well off, but there was like a disconnect between them two, and which goes to show it's like there's more than beyond just money, right? Yeah. And she, the whole thing was like they each needed to put them. She needed to put him in like a different, like think of him a different way. Instead of him driving like Mercedes, or I don't even know what car he drives. Let's just say a Mercedes. It's like, do you still look at him the same if you drove that Mercedes compared to if you drove like a Camry or something? Yeah. And a lot of people don't like look at it that way, where like a lot of girls, guys, right? If that person were to go to the Camry, then it's kind of like some people just say laters, just bounce, instead of seeing like the actual potential in the person and like kind of sticking through things. Because if whoever it is, the man, right? If the man is in that position, literally if a guy were to go from a Mercedes or like a McLaren or something to like a Camry or something, then that in that guy's head, like that is the only thing going on. It's like, how do I get back to that, and how do I progress, and how do I make sure this never ever happens again? And if that woman is in your life and she's actually like helping you instead of just bouncing, then it's like that's definitely the person that you should be with. And I think that's like what every girl should think about when they're in a relationship with someone. It's like, if we lost everything, like what's going to go on? You know, am I going to help him, or am I just going to bounce and just go to the next rich dude or next good looking guy? Yeah. You know, I think I would say it's still at the end of the day, it's like men's fault because one,
sure.
they haven't set the right level of expectations and
It's always the guy's
standards.
fault.
And yeah, and it's like girls are used to like dealing with guys that have like, they're trying to lead with their money, they're trying to lead with looks, and it's things that are very like material and doesn't necessarily have substance. And I think masculinity at its core is far beyond those material things because at its core, masculinity is direction and structure.
Yeah.
And if you can show a girl a structure that also allows her to grow as a person, a lot of girls haven't been told to be, working on certain traits of themselves. Like they're like used to getting, lied to, they're getting used to like fake compliments or just like guys trying to hit and just like, dip, and they don't care. And but like when you're able to like really teach a woman things about herself that she never knew as a woman, like that's when they really get attached.
And that's where to bring up what you said earlier. It's like it needs to be mutual. You guys are both helping each other in your own aspects. Like I said, it doesn't have to be financial. It could be emotional.
Absolutely.
So I think the emotional aspect to helping a man is way stronger than a woman's financial. If let's say she's like helping you out, it's the emotional barrier. Because if the guy's motivated, if the guy's like, if the dude's just pissed off, right, or if he's just like kind of like upset about something, like, and the girl can make him feel better, then it's like, okay, back to work, let's just get back in it. Compared to like the guy or the girl is kind of just like instilling that on them. Maybe they're not progressing, but I also think that guys that, besides just the financial aspect, if the girl feels like she's progressing whatever she's doing, doesn't have to be financial. It could be even like the gym, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the girl isn't going to the gym. You go to the gym. You guys are now both hitting it together. She's becoming a better person. Maybe you guys are going to church together. Maybe you guys are preaching. Maybe you guys are learning together. It's like you guys are both progressing now. Like it's not just I pay all this money and you just sit here and just do nothing.
Yeah.
That's like a dog. Like it's literally just like you're just there.
Yeah, exactly. No, I feel you, bro. Yeah, I think a lot of relationships are like built on the wrong foundation. I think this is very common on Middle Eastern. I notice this a lot. Is that a lot of men, they think all they're good at is just providing money, and I'm like, bro, dude, like you got so many things to add to a woman's life, and I think like it just feels very transactional. It feels very like surface level. Like even women, like they don't understand, like, dude, like you got so much to add to a man's life besides just cooking and cleaning.
Yeah.
And like imagine something like you had a girl that comes up to you and is like, Ryan, I got you like 10 like really, really high quality clients that are they're willing to have a conversation with you. She has it all in a Google Doc. They have their numbers, emails. She gives it to you. How are you gonna feel about her? You're like, wow, like none of these girls did it for me. This girl did.
Yeah, with like zero, like without even like no intention or anything of like, oh, he's inviting me to Birkin.
Yeah, just willingness to contribute.
Exactly. I think like that is so cool, and I think it's almost a little rare now.
Yeah.
To find something like that. So.
It's like you said, bro. Like I remember, like last year we did a pod. You're very, selective with the people you're working. I think people need to apply the same thing with your relationships and your dating life.
Yeah, exactly. No, you definitely need to like reflect on like everything that you guys are doing, because one thing I do see and like hear from like kind of like some older colleagues is like the girl will literally be telling them like, you got to do more, you got to do this and that, and the guy's just like not doing anything, and he's just kind of just doing his daily thing, whatever, not really looking at the future, not really looking if he wants to start a family, thinking about ahead. He's kind of just going day by day instead of like looking, oh, how's next year going to perform because of what I'm doing right now, but it's also vice versa, you know. So biggest thing, bro, just everyone's just got to be progressing. Doesn't have to be a financial thing, but just becoming a better person.
Yeah, I've had like there's like women that are actually really mature, and there's some women that are not, and they're very surface level. The mature woman that I'm saying, bro, they were saying, oh, like I didn't know you're this type of person. You should see yourself higher. You should expect more from yourself. Like you underestimate yourself. You don't really have you don't talk like with extra like cockiness and not necessarily cockiness, but like more conviction. You got to have more conviction behind what you say, because she's like I've met guys 10, 20 years, 30 years older than you, and they got their life on paper together, but like it's like they're terrible people behind the life, and they're talking like they know everything, but in reality they're not. They're just like fake. And it's like you gotta like see yourself higher because you are way more. Like those type of things, those type of conversations really shapes the way I see myself, and like can carry me for like a long time.
Yeah. No,
and I think men need that, bro. When men really need that.
For sure, a lot of men need a reality check.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro. It's like everything that's happening in your life is literally because of you. There's no one else, no girl, no nothing, no family situation. Like, it will always be because of you. Because at the end of the day, it's how you look at something dictates what actions you make. So,
yeah. What about your balancing your life right now? Like, how's your work hours and, you know?
So usually this is like my life every single day. So I wake up like 5:30 to like 7, depending on like what it is. Sometimes I need a few hours. Wake up and go straight to the gym, go work out for like an hour and a half, come back, and I literally work the entire day up until like 9 o'clock at night, like the entire freaking day. That's because I'm single though. But the way that I do see it later on is waking up, going to the gym with my significant other or whatever, or even just by myself still, working, but then I come home knowing that like I worked my ass off today. I deserve a little bit of time to just relax. Because I do think people need a reset. I think that everyone on social media, they post like, oh, work 24/7, this and that. I mean, that is like literally so not healthy at all. Like, you're a robot. You're literally just doing the same thing over and over again. And like, I love the grind. Like, I've done it where like I cut off everybody. I literally just locked myself in my room. Like, it was to the point where I wasn't even eating. I was just working all the time, right? Like, I've done that before. So I'm not just saying it like because I'm like seeing it. Like, I've experienced it. Like, that just puts you in a different state of mind where I like to have fun. I like to go out. You know, that's like kind of like my getaway, and it kind of separates myself from work. 'Cause I mean, at the end of the day, if you're just working just to make a bunch of money, like, what's the point? You know, if I'm working to make money, but also so I can provide for my family and so I can leave a legacy where now people in my family, like, I'm one of the only ones who started a business. Now my cousins are starting businesses, which is so sick to me. And like, now I just know that like I'm starting to slowly leave a positive impact on the earth. Because that's the whole reason we're here. It's literally to just leave a positive impact on the earth. It's not so you can have your bank account have a B on it or a couple M's. You know, it's so you can provide something to other people. It's not just about you. So,
bro, I like that the fact that you mentioned the positive impact. I think at the end of the day, like, if you're not having a positive impact, whether it's people close to your proximity, like your relatives, family, or just, you know, your audience that you're watching, it's a very beautiful thing, because, you know, you see creators all the time, they're making money off their audience getting fucked over.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know, like, it's just
so the online coaching industry is so like frowned upon.
It's crazy. Like, even like the gambling industry is just like, you're making money off people, like, you know, losing money, and like, it's I don't like how people can ethical. Do it's not like, I feel like you carry that karma, quote unquote, you know, like on your life, and you feel it. And I think there's so many different routes you can go, whether it's like, you know, with your content or your work. People can get inspired. People can
for sure.
see your impact. They can see your work, and they're like, you know what, I can do this too. So like, that just, you know, starts the domino effect.
Small podcast, big podcast, everything people have, like what you're doing is extremely powerful, because all the people that you interview, like, you're not getting paid for this. You know, you're doing this. You're putting your time aside. So there's a lot of other stuff you could be doing, but you're making content. You're editing it. You're thinking about strategy. You're doing all the connections. You're facilitating everything. Like, you do a lot just to provide to everyone else who's watching. You're not asking for a dime. You're just doing it just out of the kindness of your heart, knowing that you're leaving a positive impact to other people. Because, I mean, who knows? Maybe someone who's watching this, right, they learn something and their life changes like that. They come back, maybe you guys meet in the future, you get a DM, it's like, hey, dude, that podcast that you did, that really changed my life. I got all this information, and it really helped me. My relationship's getting better, I'm making more money, you know, whatever the case is. So, and that's what I'm trying to achieve also with my content. It's like, I'm not focused on just making pure money, which is great, right? But when you build a relationship with someone trusts you, and you're actually providing value, that's when the money comes. If you just start chasing the money, it's literally just gonna, because now your mind is only on money. So you're gonna consider fucking people over. You're gonna do whatever it takes just so your bank account can go higher, instead of looking around all the people around you and how you can actually help them. So there's like the CEOs that will make 99% of the revenue or whatever, and the team gets like 1%. You know, you're getting the whole loaf of bread, and they're getting crumbs. You know, if they are helping you get to that point, whoever it is, it could even be a relationship, right? It could be a girl, it could be your team, whatever the case is. If you're showing your appreciation towards them and you're actually sharing, it's way, way better. You're actually building, you're providing value to someone. So I have a few VAs right now, and one guy I'm paying I'm paying him like 4Gs a month right now, and he's in Pakistan. He's a cool, super cool. This is a really, really cool guy, and he's the guy. Literally, I was going through like a rough patch for a little bit a while ago, and he was like, "Don't even worry, I'm just gonna take care of all your stuff for you. I don't even want you to pay me right now. I'm just gonna do it." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because I just love the environment, and I know you always have my back, so I'm just gonna do this for you. We'll worry about payment later." And literally did that. And I ended up paying him back. Also, add on to what you were saying about how I'm very selective, which every person needs to be selective as far as who's in their group. I'm selective with this guy because, I mean, bro, that like, you didn't have to do that. You could have just looked at it as just like, I'm a check to you, and just been like, "Hey, sorry, I can't do it. Bye." But he sees the bigger picture, which has been instilled in my company, to where they will do work. If I don't got it, they see the bigger picture. It's the same thing. It's even with your girl, or even like your guys, or your man. He can be broke, right? Nothing going for him, but he's trying to get better and better, which that's what they need to look at. Don't look at the immediate result, because to be honest, there's a lot of really, really good looking women out there that want a guy who has money. The problem is, this guy who has money, you were not in the picture before. You did not help him get to where he's at. Like, you are not the only option. He's gonna just look at you and just be like, "I can do better." Like, that's just reality.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, point being is having really, really good people around you. And I provide a gateway to more opportunity for those people where they look past price point and what they make.
Yeah. I think in business relationships, those clutch moments when people do things that they were never asked to do, and they do it for the sake of contributing to the relationship or the connection.
Yeah,
I think that's when you see people's true colors. And sometimes you do things for people and they don't reciprocate, and they just ignore it. They're not appreciative. They act like nothing happened. And again, that's a good thing, because you get to see your character.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna name names, but there's been, when I was starting this podcast stuff, but like I've brought on a lot of people that like they didn't not necessarily deserved, but it was just like, it wasn't anything special, I still like was like, let's run it, because like I feel like you can do cool things, like let's do it. I don't give a fuck. I don't have a big ego. I'm not gonna say, oh, because you have like, you don't have 10,000 followers, or you don't have like fucking 1,000 followers, I'm not gonna do a podcast, which I don't care. Like, if I see something you're doing like nice, so let's do it, right?
Yeah.
But then later on, you see like, they act like it never happened. They're not appreciative. They betray you. They're not next to you during the hard times.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, like I gave you an opportunity. We did collaborations together, and now we're here. It's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I think it's a good thing, though. You get to see people's true colors, so you got to be grateful.
100%. Yeah. Just be careful who you surround yourself with, and that's the biggest thing. Because those people around you, in your company, in your relationship, in your life, those people are going to have an impact on you, whether you want to be hard-headed and believe it or not. Yeah. They will 100% have an impact on you.
Mm. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if you've experienced this, but there's sometimes people that are just there during the good times, whether it's the woman or they
for sure.
or like, whether it's business partners. It's like when you're on fire, when you're doing big things, it's like people are around you. When there's like things are slowing down, it's like, like nobody's around you. It's just you. Like, you can see, like, it's very transactional, very, very transactional. It's very fake.
Here's a funny story. So actually, in high school, I was always looked at differently because I was trying to do a YouTube channel. Like, I was washing cars. I was selling snacks. I used to be that kid that walked around with a giant duffel bag, right? And I would have everything, bro. I was the hookup. And I used to clean shoes. Like, I was always like hustling, just trying to make something, anything, right? And people would kind of like look down on me for that, and they'd kind of like mess with me or whatever. Where it was funny because once I started doing video production, and I was shooting with Shoe Palace, Puma, and I was getting some like bigger clients, and I started making like some money, and like now I'm going on vacations, I'm taking my family out, I'm like buying cool things. Now it's like all of a sudden everyone wants to be your friend because they see like those people from like high school. It's like I would just get DMs like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, bro, it's going great, bro. Like it's just funny. I don't like kind of just push them off to the side or whatever. Like I try and help them out to the best I can, not putting too much time and effort into it, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna be them who wants to make a difference. But it's just funny because there's a lot of people that don't want to stick through it in the beginning, but then they just want to stay with you to the end result, or they just want you at the end.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you a funny example of kind of something like that. It's like, yeah, I've been posting content for a long time on different platforms, on different pages.
Yeah.
And there is like maybe 5 to 10 people that I can remember. Basically, they liked 99% of the content that I posted. Like, liked every single one of them. Like.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that they've seen that process and they haven't done it, and I've been close to them. There are people that see my stories and it's like they're yet to, like, you know, they don't really interact with it. It's like, and it doesn't exist. And like, it's, if I had a friend that was doing this, bro, like, I'm liking everything up, I'm fucking commenting. And there's some people that don't do that. I think that's, for me, that's very important. Even with a girl, like, if a girl, like, I'm just getting to see, like, she's not liking my shit.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't care about the like itself. It's just about, like, wow, like, this girl's, like, supporting, you know, following someone that she fucks with. I would do that if my girl was posting.
Too.
I would support her. Like, I would comment, like every day. Doesn't matter. Yeah. But those small things go a long way.
Dude, those go an extremely long way.
Yeah.
I think especially with a woman, for sure. Like, I mean, girls are very, very, like, very detailed. You know, like, they see a lot of stuff, and some are toxic, some are not. But it is very important to, like, see value in that and not just kind of just whatever, day goes on. And the reason I say that is because realistically, if that person's, like, looking at those small details of you, the relationship or not, it's extremely, extremely beneficial compared to, I mean, just giving someone some money or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, those small things are very important. Again, like, those micro actions, I call, it's really, as you say, you know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So like, those micro actions kind of are like a bigger reflection of everything.
Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah, that's cool. I'm stealing it.
Steal it, bro. But yeah, bro, it's like the quality of people around you. Like, people make your life, like, the people around you, whether it's your network or your family.
Yeah.
You want people that are going to inspire you. You want people that are bringing actually positive energy. Like, you 100%. Wake up and you're like, listen, we got, like, a good energy around us, let's do it.
Yeah,
like, some people that don't have that surroundings and it's detrimental.
Yeah.
So you got to detach.
That's why I moved away, like, from my hometown. It was like, everything was cool, but it was very comfortable. You know, it's like, I would wake up whenever I wanted. When I wasn't with my girl, honestly, when I was with my girl, I was, like, so locked in. But, like, in my hometown, it's kind of a little smaller, and there's not really too much to do out there. There's people kind of, like, if you're born there, you end up just living there, like, your whole life.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's like a trap. So I moved out because I wanted something different, to not be comfortable and meet new people, and that helped me out a lot. And I think that your environment definitely does have a huge impact on everything that you do. So
the hometown thing is for real.
Definitely, bro, it's huge.
It's like it's this bubble that, like, people are so attached to this, like it's not. It doesn't even mean anything. They think, like, it's like they own this location, and they're attached to this place, and their whole identity is attached to the, like, you know, certain parts of the city or certain locations in the city, and they're unwilling to grow out of it because it's just comfort, as you said, comfortable. But, like, there's so much beyond that city, beyond the area that you're at, like, you can experience. I'm sure you met people, you've been in locations, you're like, wow, like, I didn't know this is out there.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's kind of funny you say that. Which I seriously think you'll live your best life if you just leave your hometown, and or just move out in general. It's funny because my lease ended over in Orange County, so I went back to my hometown for a little bit, just because a lot of my friends were graduating high school. And, you know, I never had that like college life experience. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna mess around for a little bit, right? And then I realized, I'm like, this sucks. I'm like, so right now I'm going back to Orange County. So, because I just worked so hard over there. I'm just like, yeah, this is not it. And it's kind of funny because I started literally feeling like the sense of, like, being comfortable there. And I was like, okay, I have to leave now.
It's like even the little habits that people do, like, it's not like a bad thing, but you can see it's like, it ain't it. Like, you know, like, oh yeah, let's go a hookah lounge. Yeah. Let's go to, you know, a restaurant. Like, you know, I'm like, I don't want to go to a restaurant. I don't want to go to a hookah lounge. Like, let's do some cool shit. I don't know, let's make a podcast. Let's fucking work on, like, an event. Let's do, like, a project, you know, let's do something, you know? Those are, like, that's what gets me excited, like, things that are as, like, high risk, high reward. Like, I was telling the girl that I'm seeing right now, I'm like, I'll be honest, like, she's like, oh, you're boring. I'm like, listen, like, most of the things doesn't excite me because I don't feel a sense of fear or risk in it. Like, I need to be feeling like something is at the risk so I can, like, actually feel excited. Like let's just say if you're going off-roading, like like there's fucking rocks, that's fun to me.
Yeah.
Or when you're like boxing,
something
that's
different.
fun.
Yeah. It's like,
but when you're just going like in nature, I mean it's cool, or like a restaurant, or somewhere to like it's just, it doesn't scratch the itch.
It's because you're a person. It's like you like to do productive things.
Yeah.
Where like the dinners, the lounges and stuff are like cool or chill. Like you could like relax for a little bit. But I think highly motivated, ambitious men, just like me, when I'm in my free time, like you'll never catch me watching TV. Honestly, I have no TVs. The only thing I use, like actually the TV that I have, the only thing I use it for is literally YouTube, and it's like to watch Hormozy, or like some ad stuff. But like me, I like to go to the shooting range. So like I like to shoot guns. I like to. I recently got into like street bikes, so I'm looking to get a new one. And just stuff like that, like being active, That's what it is, active, right?
Yeah.
I'll jump out of a plane.
Oh, those are crazy. Yeah, like those things that actually have life behind it. Like, bro, like I don't even know when was the last time I watched a movie, when was the last time I watched a TV
show. I
couldn't
even tell you.
Like someone says actors' names, movie names, like I have no idea. Like
Bro,
I don't
know Unk. They're like, how do you not know about? Or let's say like a social media thing. I'm gonna sound like Unk right now. Like lore. There's so many. Like it's funny because like my cousins, they're around that age, right, where that's like all they do, and they just send memes to each other. And like he'll tell me something, I'm like, what the hell did you just say? Or like this is the funniest one actually, 2-man. Right, this one is hilarious. That one's hilarious. I remember my cousin told me, he's like, yeah, I'm going to 2-man. I'm like, nice, right? And then he said, my homie now. I'm like, what? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what? He's like, oh, we're both bringing our girls. And I'm like, oh, that's different than what we used to.
Yeah, it's very like trendy nowadays, like going on double dates.
Yeah, no, the term like
2-man,
2-man. Like usually when you, or what is it? Not 2-man. Forget what it was. Basically, it was supposed to imply like you and 2 girls, and then I took it as
so like, 1 guy, 2 girls.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know. See, like I don't even pay attention to this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just funny, like all the brain rot.
Yeah, it's interesting, like the modern way of like social media, like how it can program people. Like I think,
literally.
I don't know. I'm curious to see your perspective about
let's talk about
dopamine detox and just pulling yourself away from all social media things. Because I have a friend that guy has deleted all social media platforms. He has nothing. Like he's just, I think he has like WhatsApp, but like you can't really consume anything, and like maybe YouTube, but I don't think he really watches YouTube. So he's like, it has given him the ability to actually see and feel what he wants rather than being programmed. He's like, there's so much shit on programming on social media. It's like you get an opinion from this guy. It's like your brain gets information overload. It's like when he's been honest, like for like 6 months, it's like it feels night and day different.
There's the thing about dopamine detox. So me, I actually have a problem with like dopamine, where it's just like I just like doing fun shit. I just like having a good time. I like trying to see what just makes me feel good, right? Sort of the discipline aspect comes in, where I'm just like, okay, this is not fun, but I have to do it. Like the gym, I hate going to the gym, but I know that like I'm being a better person. But that's where the discipline aspect comes in. But as far as like social media, there's definitely 2 sides to it. Like my stuff, you will not see any woman. You'll see cars for sure. You're gonna see jets. You're gonna see ads. You're gonna see marketing. You're gonna see AI. A ton of AI. The whole thing's AI right now. Literally all of it's just AI. And there's people, right, that it's just girls, like food, just nonsense. And it's just like, how are you excited to live someone, like how are you excited and you're getting dopamine, feeling good, watching someone else live what you want? It's like, I'm not the one. People are watching this shit instead of just actually doing it and progressing in their life. Like why would I look at someone in Dubai, right? The video that everyone does of the Burj Khalifa, or on the yacht, right? Or you can work your ass off and go take the video yourself. It's like, it's just so funny that people are on that side and they get excited to literally watch this shit. And I'm just like, bro, like this is sad. Like go do something with your life. It's so funny. I mean, for everyone watching, right? Go right now into your Instagram and look at, I forget how to get there. Basically, you can look at what Instagram is feeding you. Like, turn off girls, turn off. I actually have some food because I'm like really good at making food. So I like recipes. That's primarily TikTok. It's the only thing I use TikTok for. Literally just how to make food. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna watch the whole YouTube video. I just need to answer it fast. But literally go on there. If it doesn't improve your life, if it's not something you want to work towards, literally just get rid of it, right? But I'm also a big person in manifestation as well.
Yeah.
And actually seeing it, feeling it, and going through it in order to achieve what it is that you want. Like my friends, when I was kind of just starting to make a bit of money, like they had Rolexes, APs, Pateks, even some of my friends are getting like Richard Milles, and they had dope cars, McLarens, Lambos, Porsches. When I was around that, I was like, dude, like it would piss me off that I did not have it. It just made me want to work so hard. And then I had a girl at the time too. So I mean, like, I was just like, dude, it was coming to a point, this is crazy. And I was working so hard and so much, I literally would bring my friend to drive me around, and I would basically just like kind of pay for his food. Like he would just kick it with me when he was off work. We would just kick it, and I'm literally sitting in the passenger seat just...
You had a private chauffeur.
Bro, I mean, it's sort of, but like, he's my dog. But, I mean, he would come with us. Like, it was funny. Like, my ex and I would go on, like, a vacation, like San Diego or something, and the drive's, like, 2.5 hours. Like, they would just be in the front, I'm in the back, just... It was just funny. So, you can fact check that.
You said manifestation, all those things. What's your take on that? Like, you know,
Bro.
How can people actually acquire their dream reality faster?
Okay, well, one, you have to, if you can envision it and you can actually think and feel like that you're worthy for it, then it for sure can happen. I think that's the biggest thing, right? It's just getting started and instilling it in your brain that this is something for you, and just knowing that you're meant for more. And now, whatever it is that you do is towards getting that goal. You also got to put yourself in that environment as well. That's why also when I moved to Orange County, I had my Tesla, right? And then I bought my GT3, and I bought like all kinds of cool stuff, bought a house, right? Because it motivated me to do more, because I was around people that wanted the same things that I wanted, if not better, right? Which helped me even more.
Yep.
And it's all started from me seeing it up here. You know, if I was just like, and this goes to a huge thing within my hometown, people don't look at other stuff. They don't think like, oh, they're kind of like content. Me, I'm not a content person. It's like I always want to make sure I'm the best. I can do more. I can just keep progressing, right? It would be a disservice to me, my family, and my whole generation if I just stopped and I just didn't progress and leave like a positive impact, which in my hometown, going back to the Star of HC, a lot of people over there, they just kind of get content with, I'll just get a normal house, I'll have some kids, and I'll drive a normal car, right? Where I'm like, I'm not meant for that. I'm meant to take my family on PJs. I'm meant to take them on vacations. I'm meant to give them experiences they never experienced. I'm meant to do more in my life, to progress, to make sure that the benchmark that I leave right here, my kids absolutely blow it up. And then it's just keeps going up and up and up. My kids, my family, everything. So, but yeah, people in my hometown, they literally don't really think like that. They just super chill, just day by day. They're excited to go to sleep. I'm excited to wake up. And I tell people all the time, like, honestly, I wish I didn't have to sleep. I wish I could just literally just be so
Sleep is overrated, bro.
Bro, I hate sleep, but I need it. Like,
you need it, yeah.
But like, it's because like I'm so hard on myself where it's like I literally have to sleep. Like if I wake up like too early and I don't get like a certain amount of hours of sleep, I will literally knock out on my desk. Like I'm just douche. Right?
Yeah, I think, bro. Yeah, sleep is necessary for sure, but it's like some people oversleep. Naps, I don't get up.
Oh, I cannot nap. I think naps is the craziest thing ever.
I don't know how to take.
I don't understand how people can nap. That is so insane. If you're a girl, that's fine, right? But if you're a man, bro, you do not need to be napping, okay? Like, you know how crazy that sounds? Like, hey, can I call you in a bit? I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll be like, what did you just say? If any of my friends ever said, yo, bro, I'm gonna go home, take a nap, let's link up later, I'm like, bro, honestly, let's not even link up, bro. Like, that is so insane to me. Go do some freaking push-ups or some shit,
Naps
dude.
are crazy, bro. I don't get it.
Oh, you just gave me an ick. That's nasty, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, it's definitely something. Like, how's your how's your diet? Because right now, like, you know, I've been on carnivore diet for like more than a month, and I only eat meat and eggs, bro. And holy shit, bro, like I have no energy crashes. I have no caffeine. Like I eat nothing but just meat, eggs. That's it. No, just water, salt, meat, eggs.
It was funny when I just started like eating really, really good. I'll tell you my diet right now, but I'm just gonna give you a funny story. So like when I started, I started like a carnivore diet, and that's my buddy was like, he's like, bro, you need the protein. We need to eat more. We need rice. Like this is not right. I'm like literally only eating pretty much protein all the time.
Yeah,
bro, I literally felt like I could run through a wall. Like I just felt like so crazy. I'm like, oh my god. But now my diet consists of my favorite meal, the most basic thing ever: ground beef, rice, and sriracha. I love it. You will always catch me eating that. My fridge is stacked with ground beef. I have the giant bag of rice. Like that is the best thing. I buy so many bottles of sriracha. My homie Tucker put me on that. Best thing ever, which is so funny. It sounds like terrible. It looks like literally kind of looks like dog food. But oh fuck, it just ran out. It's okay.
Your camera?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Not a big deal. Let me talk more. So
you're talking about sriracha.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. And there's that. I've been really big into like salmon, pastas, a ton of eggs, bro. Like so many eggs. Like breakfast is like 4. I love protein shakes. Protein shakes are the best thing ever. And yeah, just eating healthy is like, I don't understand. Like I literally, like if I eat something bad, like I will be like messed up the whole day. I was like, I can't do anything right now. I'm about to yak. And it's just funny to me that people like, all my friends that like kind of eat bad but then started eating good because they hang out with me, and I'm like, I'm telling them, I'm like, bro, are you gonna eat that shit right now? Like that, get away from me, bro. That is disgusting.
Oreos.
We're not eating that shit, huh?
Oreos.
Okay, that's a tough one. But I'm just kidding. No, but like, if it's, I'm just something like some greasy food, bro, or just something that's like so bad for you, and you decide to eat it because it tastes good. I'm like, bro,
Panda Express.
Like, bro, I have not had Panda Express in probably like high school for sure. High school 100%. Yeah, bro, I've just never.
Okay, let me sell you on the carnivore diet.
Sell me.
You're like a crazy like productivity guy. Like, you know, I know you like work, you like to be locked in and focused. Are you on like on nootropics, any like caffeine or nicotine or something?
Bro, it's actually crazy, dude. Like how cracked that I am. I'm on no caffeine.
Nothing?
Seriously, it's my ADHD, I think.
Yeah?
I'm just always wired. Like I crash out sometimes, but then I just come back up.
What about nicotine?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Done, actually, is like, but it's maybe it's a handful of times, bro. Like less than 5. Like some hookah, and that's just because like I have a lot of like.
It's rare,
yeah. I have like a lot of Middle Eastern friends and stuff, so it's like we're always like, oh, let's go get some shisha. I'm like, all right, let's go.
I feel you. Bro, I'm telling you, with the carnivore diet, if you want to have like your energy level like this, you don't want any crash, and you want your brain to be like fully locked in with no carb crashes.
Yeah.
Like when you have rice, I'm telling you, you get those bumps.
That and pasta for sure.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, the whole day, I'm like this, my libido, this energy, this. Like I can go with like just 5 or 6 hours of sleep a day, and I can feel fine, and I feel lighter. Like, and my body has been losing body fat. Like, bro, you got all these benefits, and it's crazy. Like, and I don't even crave carbs anymore. You know, I used to be a big carb junkie. Like even back in the days when I was younger, like 14, 15, I used to have like 2-3 plates of rice. You know, crazy amounts of like snacks. And bro, like when you have meat with just its original fat. Yeah. Bro, it's crazy. Your body just operates so smoothly.
Well, I mean, like I can agree, bro. It tastes amazing. Like just the carnivore diet is great, right? And I'm down for it. The only reason I eat a lot of carbs right now is because I'm trying to gain and I'm trying to bulk.
Bro, here's the thing though. Like fat has more calories than carbs. If you want to gain weight,
just eat fat.
Bro, like just have high fat meat. A lot of people have like low fat meat. That's like the worst thing.
Stuff, yeah.
You don't even have to add butter. Just get like those fat steaks where they got like shit ton of fat.
Yeah.
And that's like way more than any carbs.
Bro, I buy like the Costco giant slab. It's like 200, 300 pounds.
Oh, the
giant, literally the giant one, bro. And you have to cut it up. No, bro. I get that too, actually. Yeah. Because it's more lean.
It's 10 pounds, yeah?
Yeah. I get the, it's like, I think it's like, yeah, I think it is 10. And no, I get like, you haven't seen like the giant slab of like New York strip? It's literally like this.
I haven't been at Costco in a long time.
Bro, am I eating shit food?
I mean, meat is fine. Like, I think any type of meat, I'll be honest, bro, I think the most healthy diet, quote unquote, is the carnivore diet. Nothing tops that.
I get you. No, I mean, I think that's so valid for sure. I really don't know too much about it, I do hate the carb crashes. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, bro, I love. Like everywhere I go, like restaurant or whatever, I'm like, it has to have like a protein. Like I don't, like it's kind of funny. So I used to like this spot. It's called Pura Vida, and it's primarily in Miami. They just brought them over here, bro. Like it's just like it was cool food, but like it was kind of recent. I was eating. I got a wrap, which is so like feminine. I got a wrap, bro. Like I was like, there needs to be a burrito on this menu, and I get that, right? And then I'm eating it. I'm like, bro, I feel like I literally just ate grass.
All vegetables.
Bro, it was like, oh, this sucks. I was like, I need some ground beef right now.
Yeah, ground beef is good. I think a lot of men, just in general, they need a lot of fatty meats. Like part of the reason I moved all of my like podcast stuff to different channels, with my personal life, like I've been really in love, like with like health, fitness, relationships. I really want to do content like in that things. I think there's a lot of benefit in that. So I think with with that diet carnivore, bro, I did a podcast actually before, like my second podcast actually that I just posted with Dr. Anthony Chafee.
Okay.
He's like a nutritional expert. Like he's been on carnivore diet for a long time too, and he used to be a professional rugby player.
Damn.
And he's fucking jacked, bro. And he's
bro's
like
got a chin.
Yeah, bro. He's like crazy, bro. And he's been on the carnivore diet since like for 10, 15 years. And he's like, I've been feeling great. He just eats meat. That's it.
Literally? Damn.
Not even salt, nothing. Just meat and some water. That's it.
Yeah.
And he has like thousands of clients too. Like they got on that. Like some women, they literally fixed their fertility problems because of that.
Oh, wow.
So they were like in their 40s and 50s. They couldn't have babies. They got on the carnivore diet. They started having babies.
Oh, wow.
Their fertility came back, which is crazy.
Yeah, damn. That stuff interests me. It's something I want to learn. Definitely, I want to learn more about that whole thing as far as like the actual. Because I mean, you hear everything online. Yeah. It's like
you gotta try.
Everyone is so like everyone just says like some shit they read on Google or chat, right? Like,
you gotta try it, bro. You gotta try. Like I've tried the vegan diet.
I did it for a little bit.
I felt like shit.
No, I've actually done the carnivore diet. Like literally for breakfast, I would make steak and eggs. For lunch, it was like I had rice. It was ground beef and rice. And then for dinner, I would do like I was like balling out. I was doing like a filet, like a filet mignon, bro, and or I'd do like a steak sandwich. Like, dude, I was just like meat every single day, like every single meal, bro. You
felt like crazy,
bro. I'm telling you, bro. I literally felt like I could run through a wall.
Now imagine cutting off those like rice and bread, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like 10x.
Yeah.
Because you're still spiking the insulin. The whole point is to not spike your insulin that much. Yeah. And bro, like meat starts tasting sweet. Like, it's just weird. And you stop, like your body starts giving natural signals. You're like, okay, I'm full. Like with carbs, you can't stop yourself, bro. Like I can't. Like if I'm start eating carbs, like bro, like I get addicted.
Really?
Rice, bro. Like it's just a weird dopamine thing. I just want to eat more.
I never understood that, bro, because I don't have that.
I don't know why.
Like, do you get like a craving to eat?
Like when I was not on the carnivore diet, yes, bro. Like if I eat like if I had like a tablespoon of honey or like a fruit, it would just spike my insulin. I want to eat more. And like sometimes there was this one time I had like 6 crumble cookies, and I have like a video of that.
6? Those things are big, bro.
And I never had it. I was like, okay, let me have one, and then I started having. Bro, I put like 6 of them. I squeezed it, and I started eating it. Bro, it gave me a crash so bad. I started running in the parking lot, and like I just came to the car, and I was like dead. It was the worst feeling ever.
I need to go back on that for sure. Then just
bro, like even the little insulin spikes, that kind of messes things up because it kind of takes you out of ketosis.
I could see that for sure, actually, because I mean, now that you do kind of say that, I do have my moments where it's like I'm just like, damn, I just don't want to do this right now, right? Bro, this sucks right now. And then I just scroll for a little bit. So maybe, I'll try that, like just pure carnivore meat, eggs, right?
I can send you the guy that I watch these videos. Like there's 2 guys that I follow. One of them, he's like in private equity and stuff, and he wears like a mask like when he makes content because he doesn't want any people to know him. But like he's pretty jacked. He's natural, and like a lot of like natural people should do it. Honestly, I think that's like the only natural steroid you have. But I don't like getting on peptides and fucking doing shit to my body. Like I see people doing it. I want to be the natural guy.
This is my thing on peptides. This is coming from someone who sells who's about to start like selling peptides.
Put us on.
If you need something to like seriously lose weight, like retatrutide, right? It's supposed to your appetite suppresses. I believe like you end up getting bigger somehow. I don't know too much about that one. I'm just doing marketing, right? I'm just doing branding. And it's new, so it's like that's why I don't know a lot about it. But my opinion on this whole thing, right? Like Ozempic, some peptides, I do need I would possibly take a peptide for my hair though, because my hair's thinning. If that actually works, or I just go to some other country, get
Turkey,
maybe Turkey, or maybe Beverly Hills. I don't know, Beverly Hills maybe, so I could, because I could sue someone. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just like the whole thing is just like you literally just got to get up, eat right, put the fork down, and just work out. Like I never really understood, but this is the thing. So this is why I love marketing, and just it's just crazy because people fall into this trap, right? They through people's marketing, they express insecurities, which then makes you want to hop on it, right?
Yep.
And it's kind of crazy because, like, let's just say Ozempic, for example. Like, Ozempic doesn't really have to do a marketing campaign to make you feel fat. Other people will already make you feel fat and make Ozempic the answer, right? Yep. So Ozempic looks like the superhero when everyone else is like just instilling the fear and they're just the solution.
Bro, you know what? There is no way, like, these things are new. So I'm telling you, like, probably in 2-3 years, you're going to see all the side effects because there's no way you do an action and it doesn't have a certain reaction.
Yeah.
Bro, these people are nuking their appetites, they're nuking their metabolism. There is no way you're going to get away with this, like, in 2-3 years. You're going to see that side effects for sure.
I'm honestly very curious just to see. I mean, I don't know too much about, like, the health side of things. So, I mean, obviously, like, well, peptides primarily are just amino acid chains that it's kind of like just like a booster to whatever it is that you're doing. So, like, GCP 157, TB 500, called like a Wolverine blend to a Wolverine peptide, essentially. So then your inflammation and your muscle tearing and healing is faster, so you can work out harder and recover faster. Like, I'm just interested to see how that goes out in the long run, because I'm a person, like, bro, I really don't even take, like, medicine either. I just solely rely on, like, my body to kind of, like, heal itself, because at that point when you need some sort of supplement, or which, you know, some people, they have a deficit, so it's like they kind of need it, maybe, I don't know, but it's like now your body, like, anticipates this, and it's like it almost relies on it, and that's what I hate, and that's kind of like what I categorize peptides in. It's like, I mean, there's a lot of other things you can do to recover, like, from the gym faster. I mean, like, there's ice baths. People don't jump in ice baths all the time. There's salt bath, like the Epsom salt baths. Yeah. Like, there's a lot other stuff. Instead of just injecting yourself with a needle that has a picture of a rat on it that says for animal testing, and you have no idea.
That's crazy.
And it's funny too, because some people, they don't even do the research as far as, like, the what's that word? The purity of it. And then also, there's a lot of peptide companies right now. They can even look premium, but they're made, like, overseas, and their regulation is so different compared to right here. Which, I mean, like, the whole FDA has, like, a big thing involved in it. It's actually one of the biggest companies, Peptide Science. I think they're doing like $12-16 million a month. Got taken down by the FDA. But it's just, like, so gray, right? It's like, do you want to pay someone overseas and they ship you a product that they manufactured, whatever, and who knows what their lab looks like? Yeah. Or here, which, you know, most likely the lab is kind of, like, a bit cleaner, because, like, we have that side of regulation. But as far as the actual context, FDA, then it's kind of gray, you know, or it's just like a weird thing.
Too much hassle, you know, figuring out what to
or
get.
Just go to the gym, you know.
Or just go to the gym. I'm like a big naturalist, you know, when it comes to, like, health, or, like, even girls in general. I don't like fake girls with fake stuff on them.
I don't even either.
Can't.
I think girls are more beautiful natural. Yep. I think girls think they got to put so much makeup on to try and prove themselves, when in reality, it's like, yes, a guy does look at you for your looks, but he also looks at you, a lot of them, for your personality as well. Yeah. And I think that, like, they kind of instill this thing, and this is where marketing comes in. It's like they instill this thing where you got to be this person, you got to be skinny, you got to do all this. Where Skims is kind of good on this, because they promote, like, body positive, showing that this is for everyone. Mm-hmm. But marketing's so interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, Bro and I were literally just talking about strategies the whole time. It was so hot.
Yeah, it's interesting how, like, you know, I mean, if for girls are like, oh, the guys don't like me for who I am, like, if you just remove the makeup, that's who you are, you know, that's how you look.
Yeah, it's like, okay, if you don't like me for who I am, it's like, okay, well, there's some things you can change, there's some things you can't change. Yeah. You know, it's like, if you're not at the physique you want,
get in the gym.
You in the gym, eat right, you know, it's like.
Diet and exercise is, like, honestly, the best solutions.
Whereas the best thing for anything, I think it's like solutions to so many problems. It's like just having that. I mean, the whole reason people do a lot of this stuff is because they're like insecure about themselves, or they are secure, which makes them like keep wanting to do this. About your body weight, like this is to dudes specifically. I mean, not to target women, but I think guys, like, bro, if you're fat and you can't pull any girls, and you can't do a lot of stuff, like, or you're not in the right headspace, literally just go to the gym, get in the shape that you want, and you will be so confident. Yeah. Like, so confident. So I used to be really, really skinny, which I'm still pretty skinny, but like I'm 9% body fat. So like, and I go to the gym, right? Yeah. So it's like, I look pretty good. Like when I started getting that, bro, I was like, beach shirt off, like, man, I'm doing more. I just felt so good about myself. Yeah. Another thing too, fresh pair of white Air Forces and fresh socks, bro. Just change you. You know, if you're still going to the gym and stuff, man, buy a pair of Air Forces, white, brand new, white socks. You feel like a new man. The confidence is great. And a haircut. The
10x effect.
Bro, the 10x effect, seriously.
Bro, you know, like, I think, I'm curious on your take. I think until a man doesn't get fit and jacked, they haven't felt the true sexual desire and attraction from a woman. Yeah. They need to feel that because it really changes you.
No, for sure, 100%. I mean, I would never know because I'm not fat, but I could only I've never been fat, can only make an assumption. I mean, just from coming from someone skinny, right? I mean, I would literally have people come up to me like with their, like, go like this, right? And like try and wrap around. Like they had room, which was crazy, right? It was thick. And yeah, when I started kind of gaining some weight and like people were saying like, oh dude, like you look sick. Like that's dope, bro. It's like, hey, like, you just feel so good. Yeah. Yeah. And
it's different. It gives you the confidence.
Yeah, bro, it does give you the confidence. Like these Air Forces.
Like,
bro, I'm coming from a half an inch taller right now.
Bro, I'm coming from like a fat kid side. Like I've noticed that difference when I was like 15, 16. I was like 230, 40, just fat.
16, 15?
Yeah, I had like fucking no neck, bro. I was like 6'1".
6'1"?
I'm still the same height, yeah.
Okay. Damn, you were that tall?
Yeah. Like I grew fast. I think 14, 15 I grew tall, and then like I think 16 was like basically the same.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I think, bro, I was fat. I was like 230, 40. I was just all fat, no shape to my body. And bro, I don't know how those times I landed a girlfriend for 2 months.
You're a big dude, bro. Sometimes the girls like to really like.
Bro, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I had a girlfriend for 2 months in high school. Fun fact, bro, that girl, she broke up with me in high school. Like I think for 2 months later after that. And then when I got into the gym the next month, and like 6 years later, she just followed me on Instagram.
No way.
I didn't follow her back, and she unfollowed me the next day.
That's funny. It's actually hilarious.
So you guys play the long game. But the thing is, bro, like when I changed my body, like I got skinny first. I was skinny fat, but even that changed how I felt. And last year when I was the leanest, bro, I'm telling you, everywhere I was going, I was turning heads, and I was like, wow, I did not know this has that effect. Yeah. It was just crazy, bro. I remember I was walking in the mall to go to the gym. I made an eye contact with this random girl 2 times. And I was like, 1, and then third time I just went up to her. I was like, I know what those eyes mean. So I just went up to her, and I got her contact numbers, and it was just like crazy how.
Right now, or is this different one?
What's up? No, this is different. It's from last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think one thing, I'm not for looks maxing and the shit they do, like the fucking bone smashing and all those things. But I do believe that I think men should strive to be healthier and fitter 100%. And more jacked. That kind of contributes to your being jacked. I'm better looking, but I think that's the foundation. I think if you get that right, the rest just falls into place.
It's funny too. That's like only an American thing.
Looks
so I went to and then I went to Japan 2 weeks ago, I just got back 2 weeks ago, and it's funny, bro. I mean, I don't know their diet. I only saw like fish, rice, and like soup. I'm sure there's a lot more, and like some skewers and like wagyu beef and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot more. It just tasted so good. But I was literally thinking, I'm like, bro, like I'm looking around, I'm like, bro, no one is like fat, like at all. And then I'm in LAX, like now on my way home, like, dude, like, yeah, bro, it's like I'm over here like
Mrs. Puffs.
Dude, no, seriously, bro. You're like walking down the aisle like the airplane, you're just like trying to get around this dude, you're like, damn. But bro, dude, everyone needs to get in shape, bro. And it's also the American diet, bro. Like we just eat so so bad.
It's bad, bro. You go to the stores and most of the things is not even like, now that I'm on the carnivore diet, like, I don't even see most of the things as food. It's just like, what the fuck are you putting in your body?
Just sludge.
It's like a bunch of ingredients combined and they nuke your fucking metabolism, they nuke your hormones. Like, holy shit, no wonder like guys' testosterone is like 300-400. Women have fertility problems, men have fertility problems.
Oh, for sure, bro.
It's insane.
Yeah, and I think the craziest, like one of the craziest ones is like when you grab a water bottle, right, and you look at the back and there's like stuff in the water and you're like, what? I'm like, bro, what? This makes no sense. So, yeah, I mean, watch what you eat. Like, Whole Foods for sure. I mean, I'm probably not eating the best at Costco, but I mean, I just do it. I'm sorry.
No, Costco, I mean, if you look around for the right things, they have good stuff. I mean, the meat, you can't really go wrong with it, unless it's like 3D printed meat by Bill Gates.
Yeah, for real, right? For real.
They're coming out too, huh? You got to do their marketing. I think they're gonna benefit.
Bill, if you're watching, bro,
hit him up.
Hit me up, dude.
But yeah, fucking lab grown meat is insane. Bro, I think I've tasted some.
Lab grown that's insane, bro. Like, oh, that just, the one thing that really disgusts me is, bro, how sausages are made. Like, I see the videos and I'm just like, that looks so bad. Like, it's just, you'll just see like a bunch of random shit, or like some chicken nuggets and stuff. Like, you just see a bunch of random shit, looks like ass. And it's just like, and then it comes out to like this thing that looks so good. And I'm just like, oh my God, if people like knew what that thing was made of, you literally yak.
It's bad. I think I saw like a video was saying like maybe even 20-30% of it is like meat, or like 40%. The rest is just
sure, 100%.
some weird shit in it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I don't know about the whole milk thing, but I think the milk thing is crazy. Like, I mean, bro, there's no way we're producing that much milk.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know
how much of it is like actual, like,
I don't know.
How much is fake, how much is real?
Bro, there was this podcast I did last year. The guy only eats raw things, just raw diet.
Liver King?
No, not Liver King. He's something similar, but like he's way more focused on like oysters and
really,
like just raw meat. Fucking eats crazy things. I think when he comes to America, I told him come back. We have to do another episode.
Did you do it? You ate raw stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he does it. He eats like testicles, rotten meat,
the heck?
like fucking everything, bro. Like
Clip that. My reaction to that.
Yeah, that was an interesting video. But apparently he changed his eye colors from that. His eye colors changed.
That's actually so crazy. I've like heard little stories about like stuff like that, like based off what you eat, or like it can affect like, I don't know, maybe hair color.
I think he was saying it's like toxicity, like when your eyes when you start eating that way, like your eyes start detoxing, like it just detoxifies your body.
Yeah.
I don't know the science behind it, but it's interesting. He has definitely his audience for sure.
What I'd be interested to know, which I'm sure it's a very substantial difference, would be the age group, like based off each country and even city, where there are the most deaths and from what, like a natural cause. Like, is it heart attacks?
Yeah.
Like here compared to Japan, maybe like something to do with like salmonella, like things along those lines.
He doesn't believe in salmonella. He just eats raw chicken, raw fish. Doesn't give a fuck. He's like, that's bullshit.
I don't want to jinx it. I have not had anything to do with salmonella poisoning or anything.
Hey, but have you seen in the Middle East people eat raw like beef? Like this thing is called tartar.
Tartar, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
I do that.
Yeah, it's like science behind it. I mean, I don't think it's that bullshit. I think there is like the difference.
For sure.
I think the quality of the meat and the way you clean it, I think goes a long way.
Yeah, no, I mean for sure. Yeah. I mean, we also got to understand too. It's like, bro, I mean, like there's a lot of new stuff that we have now that we did not have like a long time ago, like before, like the modern, like revolutions, where, I mean, bro, like a caveman or someone, bro, like they just ate whatever, you know, and I mean, some of them were fine, some of them died, but like it was just like way different. It's just funny because I think that our bodies just get used to like all this stuff now. We're just like maybe it doesn't affect us as much, or it affects us so much, you know. So the world is very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing different things. I mean, it works for them. So,
have you heard of I believe it's the Ikigai concept?
Ikigai concept.
The Japanese
sounds so familiar. Like, can you explain?
So I just want to share a story with this guy that I met on this plane back. So I was in Japan, I went to Miami for a little bit for a conference with a good friend of mine, and I'm on the plane, and there's this guy sitting next to me. Him and I just started a conversation. He's a 24-year-old. His agency does $400K a month, and I'm just like, bro, you're killing it, dude, right? And he's like, he explained. I'm actually gonna look it up really quick, just so I don't sound dumb. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's.
I heard. I don't know. Someone else was talking about Ikigai thing, that philosophy.
Yeah, it is. Let's ask how you pronounce this. Let's see. Here.
We are looking at how to pronounce this Japanese word.
Bro, just say the word.
Designates the concept that means a reason for being.
Come on.
The word refers to having a direction or purpose in life.
Yes.
How do you go about pronouncing it? Ikigai.
Ikigai. Okay.
Wait, it was like how to find your purpose in life, right?
Yes.
Like the 3 things, that's something you like, something.
Bro,
that I remember. Yeah,
this is where we should have started on this podcast. But what was it, Ikigai? Anyways, that Ikigai, yes. Yeah. So it was crazy because I was talking to this guy, and I'm just like, man, like I'm having this issue in my agency, because my new agency's only been around for like less than a year, and compared to the other one that I exited, but. He was saying, I was just telling him, like, man, like it's just hard for me to work right now, like getting some brain fog. And then he also talked to me about eating. Like, oh, what are you into? This and that. And he taught me this concept. And he's like, I'm gonna ask you 3 things, which then will result to what essentially your purpose is. And then I'm gonna show you how we can monetize that. And I was just like, okay, sure. So it starts off as these 3 things. It's what do you enjoy? What are you really good at, and what is something that the world needs? There's just a few different variations. This is the one that he explained to me. So what do I enjoy? And also, so this is another thing I learned about myself. It is very hard for me to be alone. Like, and you just do things. So I'm always around people, right? And he was just basically made me realize, you need to be like independent. Like it's just do things yourself, which actually opened up a ton of doors for me and helped me out a ton once I realized that. And the whole point of like that question is you want to find something that you enjoy by yourself. Don't think of something where other people have to be present in order to really benefit that.
Yeah.
Right. So, one thing that I really enjoyed, which it does involve a person, but not directly, I got the enjoyment from giving someone information. For instance, my cousin. Like, I love telling my cousins things that I learned so then they can try that in their business so that they can progress, so they can make more money. Because the big result from that, from me giving information, is say makes more money, takes care of his family more. He's actually now making investments. He looks like the big dog with his friends. You know, he's making money. He's got something going for him. He's progressing. Like that. That's what makes me feel really, really good. And now he's expanding. He's telling people that stuff too. Right, so it's now the message is getting pushed out, which I get enjoyment out of that. The part that I'm good at is conveying the information, just learning the information, and instilling it into other people. Right, so making them actually relate to like what I'm saying. So the last thing is, what does the world need? Okay, I look at it as like, okay, well, I mean, based off of what I enjoy, what I like, what I'm good at, okay, business owners would really find value in what it is that I'm providing. Yeah. Right? So me, in this whole new content strategy, is giving the information, following up with them, understanding like how they're currently doing, almost like kind of like a consulting thing. But, and that's where that done with you portion comes in. Now the done for you is I give this information and everything, and then they decide to work with me. So now I have my purpose. I'm good at giving people information. I love seeing people value off the information I give them, and I can help businesses based off this information. So how do I monetize off that? I do marketing for people. Yeah. And that's my purpose, because it makes me happy, it makes me money, and I also provide a solution to the world.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you said that, I know I heard it somewhere. I think it was probably like a video or something. But when I did like my own, analysis for my own things, like it basically clicked. I like to have like a positive impact on people, more on a personal level. That's what like I kind of separated, like podcast because I like this. I like the entrepreneurial aspect, but like also like the personal stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I separated those things, and it comes down. I like making content. I like meeting different people, and learning about their personal lives.
Yeah.
And at the same time, posting content about it, whether it's health, wealth, or relationships, and now you're here.
Yeah, it's just
cool. It's very simple.
Yeah, and it's funny too because I know we're on time and stuff. So it's just funny because this isn't the first time like we've really heard this before.
Yeah.
But for some people, when they hear it, they actually like it's not about the message that's being said. It's about how the message is being said as well. And this goes to like you hear about it, but you don't actually understand it and like resonate with it. So that's why I think that concept is so powerful to finding out like what's your purpose and even if you're doing the right thing. Because I mean, if it's hard to just like keep doing the same thing over and over again if you hate it, So.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think for me it was like I like building brands. I like being in front of like growing brands in the sense of like they either have a product or maybe we're gonna build a product together.
Yeah.
And we just like I like to be the front end of it. I like to push them. I like to like amplify it basically.
Of course.
It's something I like. So
that's sick.
Kind of falls into like marketing category, but I don't like the technical stuff. It just annoys me.
Neither do I. That's why I'm like the creative.
Yeah.
I'm the idea. So I'm just like, okay, we should do this. Let's do this. Okay, there's a problem here. Okay, we could fix it with this. And then, I mean, that's running a business, bro. That's being a CEO. You problem solve, and then you have the people in your environment to execute it.
Yeah.
That's literally running. I mean, I've ran a successful business, not like a crazy successful. So if I'm wrong, someone tell me. But
I see it. The Ikigai concept is definitely like a very simple, but also it's very effective.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah.
But bro, it's been almost 2 hours, right? Almost 2 hours of talking.
Yes. Wow, that's actually
more, probably more. Yeah.
I know.
So what are some things you're working on right now? Get us excited. What's going on?
AI, fitness, and I know a big change is going to happen in my business. That's going to be for the better, and I know it's around the corner. It's just time. But there's a lot of stuff coming for sure. I'm so excited, honestly, for this year. And just seeing what happens, who comes in my life, who gets out of my life, and the stuff that we do, and just learning. So I'm really excited for that. It's the biggest thing, just experience and education.
We love to hear that, bro. Like it's been a great podcast.
No, yeah,
thanks for coming on. It was so much variety of topics. We talked about so many different things. I think the viewers are gonna massively benefit.
100%.
Thanks for coming for BLEMARX podcast, bro. Thank you.